Does your business make you feel overwhelmed and stressed out? Do you find yourself saying things like, I feel left behind, or I need to catch up? Well, good. Welcome to the club. Today I'll show you exactly what I do to remedy business overwhelm so you can keep calm and profit on. When I was a little kid, I was really messy, and when my mom would force me to clean up my room, I remember staring across a sea of action figures and dirty clothes, frozen, not knowing where to begin. I spent so much time deciding where to start that I never even took action. Does it sound familiar? Sometimes there's just so much on the to-do list that gets piled up, we become frozen in action and you don't even know where to begin. Well, before we discover how to effectively take action and clean this cluttered and messy room, we must first discover the source of the problem. How the room got so darn messy in the first place. And the answer is simple. In some point in the past, we made commitments either to others or ourselves that we just didn't follow through on. If young James had committed to being clean, well, he failed to follow through on that commitment every single time he threw his clothes on the floor instead of putting them in the hamper. It's in those moments that he failed on his commitments, and that contributed to his overwhelm. When you acknowledge that every action item or to-do item that leaves you feeling overwhelmed in your life today is simply a failed commitment from your past, something you agreed to but didn't follow through, the solution becomes really simple. Only commit to what is realistic for you and your time in the present moment. This is why you hear so many people tell you about the power of saying no. It's not that no is powerful, it's that saying yes when it really should be no takes away your power. It's as simple as managing expectation and being realistic and honest with others and yourself. It's simple, yet so few people actually do it. So let's go ahead and put this into context. You wake up in the morning and you have your to-do list right in front of you. After your morning routine, you're super clear on what your big action items for the day really are. Let's say it's to write your weekly newsletter. This is a commitment you've made to yourself and your readers. I will write this newsletter each and every week. Then something happens. Someone hacks your server and your website goes down. You're on the phone with your customer support for like 2 hours, and by the time your website is back up, you have a call with a client and no time to write your newsletter. You feel behind, you experience overwhelm. But why? Well, it's because you failed on your commitment. Guess what? This stuff happens to every single one of us every day, but with one distinction. Some people stress out and break down and they experience overwhelm, while others stay focused and carry on. The latter group are simply clear on their commitments and the power of keeping their words to themselves and others. In the scenario I gave, the solution is simple. If a business problem like my server crashing occurs, I can simply choose to A, honor my word and still write my newsletter first, or B, honor my word and let my subscribers know that my newsletter will be late. That's it. Plain and simple. Now here's a real example of this and how it happened to me when I was a little bit younger. Back in college, I was a bartender. Most people know this. And my manager was a huge stickler for tardiness. In fact, he told us that if we were ever late, termination, getting fired, was a huge possibility. And sure enough, one day I found myself running behind. I was rushing out the door and speeding to get to the restaurant, and I was totally stressed. I decided to call my manager and let him know that I would be about 10 minutes late and that I was truly sorry. His response? Okay. Thank you. In that moment, no more stress, and guess what? I wasn't fired. You see, if you're overwhelmed, the solution is not to bury your head into your work and figure out how to be more productive and do. That doesn't contribute to the solution. All you need to do is be present and conscious of the commitments you are making to yourself and others in each and every moment. Anything that is past due, honor your word and let the involved parties know when the new due date will be. Choose a date and time that is realistic and possible. And do the same for yourself. If you're a person who tends to be hard on yourself, like me, that's fine. You simply need to create more realistic expectations for yourself. And if you still have the question, okay, James, but I still have all this stuff on my to-do list that needs to get done, what now? Well, guess what? It's not going to be answered in this video. You see, the intention here was to eliminate that feeling of overwhelm from your life, not get better at just getting more stuff done. Because the scary truth is this, it never gets done. There's always something left to do. The goal is to not sit in a place of, I can't do it, or I don't have enough time. So it's simple, really. Become fully conscious to all of the commitments you are making to yourself and to others, and honor your word. I guarantee that you'll immediately feel less overwhelmed and less stress in your life. Remember, you chose to become an entrepreneur because you demanded a better lifestyle for yourself. Overwhelm is a common symptom of owning a business, but it doesn't have to be your experience. So if you have any questions about this video or you want to leave a comment, go ahead and type it in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe because we got plenty more videos coming your way. There are 5 essential videos that every online business owner needs. Do you have them? In this free training series, I'll introduce you to these 5 videos that can start working for you to produce more traffic, more leads, and of course, more customers in your business. Once you register on the next page, I'll show you exactly what to say in these videos, how to make them, and then what to do with them to get maximum exposure. And the best part, you can do it all without any prior video experience and with little money. You can't afford to ignore video any longer. Isn't it time you do it right? Click the link below to get started now.